Hey, welcome to Donna and Friends, and welcome to a very, very, very special Donna log. Well, if you haven't heard it, it's time you heard it. Voting. That's what we're going to talk about in this Donna log. The voting. What's going on? What are we voting for? I'll tell you what we're voting for. We've got 2 open commissioner seats right now in the city of Cushing, and that's going to be an upcoming vote for April 7th. Now, in order to get you prepared, because maybe you're sitting there thinking, I didn't know we even had an election coming up, and who are these people? What's it all about? We're going to be doing our 3rd annual 2015 Candidates Forum, and it's going to be held at the First Free Will Baptist Church here in Cushing. The event's going to be on March 30th at 6:30 p.m., and I've got good news for you. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, well, there's a missed opportunity, I've already got plans. If you can't attend it, we're going to bring it to you live streaming via the Cushing Chamber website. So you'll just go to cushingchamber.org and you can watch it from the convenience of wherever you are, be that at your home or on your phone as well. Because streaming is our business and we intend to bring you the information as well. Now, let's talk about April 7th itself, the day you go vote. Polls will open up at 7 a.m. and they'll close at 7 p.m. And in order to keep you informed here from Red Dirt Media Group at the Cushing Hub, we will be doing a live event from this very studio, the Brick House Studios here in downtown Cushing, on the coverage of election night. My good friend Bobby Bryant is going to join me here in the studios, and we're going to have a couple of guests in, and those will be Don Amon and Terry Brannon, 2 of our current city commissioners here in town. We'll talk about what's happening with the coverage, what's going on. Once the polls close, we'll have Joe Kennedy and Mike Kennedy out in the field. They'll give us numbers from the various polls as well, and we'll talk about that. Plus, they'll be on the scene with candidates at their watch parties. So we intend to bring this coverage to you so that you know what's happening after you voted. Because I'm saying right now, you're going to go vote, right? Because people, they just don't understand the meaning of voting. Or, I've heard on so many occasions, my vote doesn't count. There have been so many elections in the city of Cushing where a bond was passed by just a handful of votes, or a candidate was chosen by a handful of votes. And so it's important for you to know, as a voter here in Cushing, that yes, your vote counts. And yes, you need to head to the polls on April 7th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. just to do that. You know, a lot of people are indecisive, and a lot of times that comes from not having a lot of information. You can wonder to yourself, well, this candidate or that candidate. Let's talk about the candidates that are going to be running for these 2 open commissioner seats. In seat number 1 in the city of Cushing commissioner seats, we have Trace Rowe, who is a newcomer to throwing his hat in the ring. And then we have incumbent Everett Rossiter. Both of these guys are going to be running for seat 1. And right now on the Cushing Hub, you can check information out about their bios, what they think about the direction the city needs to move, what their views are, what their goals are, as well as the 2 gentlemen that are running for seat 2 in our candidate race, and that is Jim Hogrup and Brent Thompson. Now, Jim Hogrup is no stranger to the city commissioner seats because he has been one prior. Brent Thompson is a newcomer, just like Trace Rowe, and those 2 have information on cushinghub.net as well. So check it out on cushinghub.net. We try really hard on our website to get information that we feel is important to the community out. There's all kinds of things actually that you can check out as well. There are links to each one of these candidates' commercials, and you can check out what they put together, what they overseen, produced by us here in the studios, to try to get their message out to you, the voter, on to why they feel they could do a good job in those positions as well. Now, again, you're sitting there thinking, well, maybe I can't make the decision. You know, that happens a lot of times, and we've got a lot of reasons why we don't vote, we go vote, who we decide on, and sometimes we just kind of check a name and we don't know why we checked that name. Well, let's check out a little video about a guy who is having a hard time deciding, who do I vote for? Let's check it out.
Commenting on the Quebec election campaign.
So let me say it again. Put your pants on and go vote, April 7th. A cute little video, and we thought you would enjoy that. Now, maybe you're sitting there watching this and you aren't a registered voter. Well, I've got some bad news for you. You're not going to be able to vote in this particular election. But your vote is still important. So you need to go out and register to vote. And we have several ways of you getting that accomplished. Here in town, you can actually go pick up voter registration forms. They are available at Cushing City Hall. We have them available at our post office, and we also have them available at the library. Those are just 3 places. You can also go online, or you can make a trip over to Stillwater, and you can register there as well. Now, you can also keep up with elections and what's coming up by going to the Payne County website for voting, and they've got all types of information there that you might want to check out when you think about what it takes to become a voter, what's required and all that. So check that out as well. Now, again, at the forum, we are going to have all 4 candidates present. They're going to each have a literally a timed response to questions that are going to be asked by a media panel. Now that's going to include myself, and then we're going to also have Jim Perry from the paper, and we'll have Molly Payne from KUSH Radio. The questions that we are going to be asking each one of these candidates are questions that have been submitted by the public and the surrounding area here. They were all put in ahead of time through emails or submitted by dropping them off to the chamber, because this is a chamber-sponsored event as well. And the questions were then gone through, and it was decided what questions would be asked of the candidates. All candidates will be asked the same questions. We will start with 2 of the candidates. They will go through the process, and then we will take a short intermission, and then we'll bring on the second candidate so that they can answer the same questions as well. So to give you a little bit of a better idea of what I'm talking about, let's check out this 2015 Candidates Forum commercial. Hey, this is Donna Judd with Red Dirt Media Group. We'd like to invite you to the 2015 Candidates Forum that'll be held at the First Free Will Baptist Church. This is your chance to get to know the candidates before the April 7th vote. The event will be on March 30th at 6:30 p.m. at the First Free Will Baptist Church, so don't miss it. Be informed, because your vote counts.
The 2015 Candidates Forum brought to you in part by JLT Corporation.
So I hope that gives you a reminder and a better idea of what the Candidates Forum is about. You know, it's our third year for this, and it's just something that we feel the community needed, and we've worked hard with the chamber to bring that to you each year when we have the candidates that are running for these seats as city commissioner. A very important job. It's a job that a lot of people wouldn't take. It's an unpaid position. It's a lot of hard work, and yes, they take a lot of criticism. But also from that criticism is a way for them to get ideas and thoughts from the community so that they can make a informed decision about what to do in the city government. So, to recap, what do we need to do? We need to vote April 7th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. here in Cushing on our choice of either Jim Hogriff or Brent Thompson for City Commissioner Seat 2, or Trace Rowe or Everett Rossiter for City Commission Seat 1. What else do we need to do? Check in with Red Dirt Media Group. That's what. Check in for live coverage coming to you the evening of the election, where you can find out who won, what people said, what it's all about. It's happening always here at CushingHub.net and in the Brickhouse Studios. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
Tigers win! Tigers win! Tigers win! Lady Tigers are 2-2!